Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Carr Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Cincinnati. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go. Behind.
Play action now. It's Burrow. First down throw there is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Here we go. What is?
Burrow here on second down. That is left side and taken in by Allen.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 180. Place on. Punt. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. A pickup of 15 in the air. It's a Cincinnati first down.
46-yard line.
Here we go.
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Gun. Stop.
A carry here for Brown, and they'll take this down inside the 35. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Brown. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Here we go.
Here's Brown. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go. 180.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's a run. to the 5-yard line. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. The ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
Gun. Dot.
Back to throw. Burrow. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Bengals. That is first touchdown of the new year.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this looks like a completely different offense from a week ago. They just couldn't get anything going. Their self-inflicted penalties, the opposing team really had their way with them. But they looked really sharp. They had a great opening script. They executed it to perfection. And then not only to sustain possession, Mike, but so important nowadays is to win those possessions in the red zone and come away with 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll take it at the 12. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Let's go now. 19, shot, go.
And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll stay on the ground. Into the secondary again. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A big gainer for Green Bay. 33 yards.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge. And then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up 1st and goal.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow now. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. It's Bengals football here to begin this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 6 to begin.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Burrow. This pass caught right side. It's Allen. He's going to have a first down. He forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
7-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Guns up. 11.
Burrow to throw. To the left side. Caught by Chase. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2, ready?
2nd and a yard.
7-yard line.
Here we go.
Now Brown. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 2.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Here we go. Stop.
A handoff as they try to run it here. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Taken down on the 22-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 1, ready?
It is 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Stop.
Now, Burrow. Going over the middle, this one is complete. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Big 13.
Burrow. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face 1st and goal. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Come on, come on.
They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Milroe. Going downfield, right side, and it's off. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big-time play for the Packers. 33 yards.
On the ready.
Here's 1st and 10.
19, 18.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. That one, top, that's Matthew Golden. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock stopped with a little under a minute to go in the 2nd quarter.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
That'll give on the ground, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd down and 3.
2-yard gain on the play.
The man in motion is Watson. Milroe on 3rd down. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, and it winds up incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. He'll go on 4th down.
Cowboy 80. Steady.
They'll try and throw for it with Milroe. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he will get the 1st down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
70 Timberwolves. Here we go. Shot. Bronco 80. Steady.
To the ground, a 1st down run. And he will carry his offense to the red zone. Inside 20-yard line. A pickup of 9. Out of the gun, it's Milroe. The open man is Reed. He's got it. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
Ready. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 tight. 19 tight. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18.
From the gun, it's Milroe. To the end zone, it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Here we go, here we go.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. They'll return this from the 11. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
60 Bison.
The third quarter begins with a run. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
In motion, Reed.
60 Bison.
Receiver in motion, going right.
Go.
Right back to him on first down. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Ready. Come on. Hit. 19 Charger, 19 Lions.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Packers.
A gain of 16 yards.
On the go.
And the Packers first down.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
In motion, it's Golden.
Steady.
They'll stick with him again. He'll take this down to the 23. Big lineman Aleem McNeil ends the play there.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
Now they'll throw it with Milroe. To the left side in the hands of Watson.
5 yards on the play. And it's
It's going to be third. They need 1.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now it's Milroe. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on fourth down.
Ready?
Milrow. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson. And they will finally run him down. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 38 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Here we go. Stop.
Handoff here, up the middle, and that'll be a pickup of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Can.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
On 1, ready? Here we go. Ready? Stop.
Looking out of the gun, Burrow. In the middle, and he's got his man complete. 13 yards on that pass play. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
He's trying to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. A bit fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
It's just been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
And strong running indeed. Inside the 10-yard line, a gain of 9 on the carry. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Big 13. Big stop.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
On 1, ready?
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot.
Stop.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down. Just as the marker, it is 1st and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
He was taken down behind.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He pulls it in around the 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. That's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
1-1, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now, Burrow. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. Like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
60.
Trying to start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing is Milrow. A dive and a catch. Incredible. A gain there of 20. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
19 Tiger. 19, 18. Go.
Here's Milrow to throw. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the go.
3rd and a yard.
18 Cardinal. 18 Rebel.
Now Milrow. He'll go right and find his running back. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Past the 60.
35-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
70. Ready.
To the air, it's Milrow. That's complete to Watson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
The red zone now. He'll drop to throw.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with the lead here in the fourth quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Here we go. 19, 18. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, here's Milroe. Forced to his right. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third.
They'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Milroe. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the fourth. They will turn it over on down.
And this coach finds himself in a tough spot. He understands his team. They need 2 scores. But instead of taking the field goal, he decides to go for it. And what a job with the stop by this defense. So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead. But you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. We'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll drop to throw. Now he's free to midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take it back to the other side of midfield. And that's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll get together prior to this second down play.
Come on, come on. Hey. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now Milroe facing 3rd and long. He'll air it out down the middle. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, it's trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Gun.
We'll try the right side this time. And he'll get about 6 there. Setting up 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
First down.
A huge play there for the Bengals. 32 yards. Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal.
Wide 80. Stop.
The show can't sweep and instead run it up the middle. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here we go. Stop.
On 2nd down, they'll run. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one.